What's up, everybody? Welcome to the WTH Breakout episode number 6. This is weird. This is very strange. We're doing something new.
I
That
can actually see you this time.
yeah, we're gonna explain it here in a second what we're doing. But I am here remotely. It's like virtual Wilson. I'm staring at virtual Wilson through my computer. Wilson, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good.
You look good. You look
Yeah,
refreshed. Yeah,
yeah. I had a couple days off. It's been nice.
yeah. It must be nice. But I work a lot during this time of year because of the Super Bowl, which I'm not sure if you heard. Uh,
Oh,
Los
what happened?
Los Niners are going, baby.
Oh, yeah, they are.
We're going all the way. I think
I think so.
it's gonna be good times right there. Um, but yeah, what we're doing, we're trying something new today. We're last couple of times we did like a phone call, which worked out good.
Yeah.
What we're doing now is we're doing Skype, so I could actually see you. So it's literally like it is in the studio. I'm looking right at you. It's
Yeah.
not as cozy, and, and instead I get to see you get to see my bedroom instead of the cave. Well, you're gonna see both eventually when we upload this video to YouTube.
Yeah. And you can see my captain's corner.
Well, I think they couldn't they already see the corner? Well, because it normally faces towards me, right?
Yeah, kind of.
It's kind of like they get to see what I see,
Yeah.
which is nice because it's a beautiful sight. It really is. So yeah, so we're gonna give this a shot. We're gonna try this, see if this works out. You know, and what's cool is that when we have a guest on and we're both in the studio, we could both be in the studio at the same time, and we could Skype him in, so there could be like three screens. So the video you'll see three faces instead of just Wilson and I. But what's cool is
Yeah.
this is still recording to the podcast, so you're still going to get the awesome audio, but now you get to get up close video of all of our high definitionness, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look really 4K right now. Let's see how well that holds up when I render it. Um, I want to get a few things out of the way first. We're gonna say this at the beginning of the shows now. That you could find us on the Real WTH Show on Instagram and Facebook.
And tapped.
On Untapped. You could email us at therealwthshow@gmail.com. And there was one more. There was one more. And you could call us at
Call us. Yeah.
916-259-3030. But don't call us while we're recording. You're going to mess up the Skype call.
Yes.
And then I'm going to be really mad.
Yeah.
Um, and this episode is brought to you by MSR Arms. Yeah.
There we go. Get everything done in the beginning. Then we don't forget about it.
I think I forget to do it a lot. I blame myself on that one.
Yeah, you're horrible.
Pretty much, dude.
Yeah.
But anyways, what's new with you, dude? I know you went fishing the other day
Yeah, I went fishing yesterday.
and you caught you said it was 3 pounder.
Yeah, about 3 pound trout. And then I ate it.
3 pound trout. That's they're a metal band, right?
Yeah.
And I
Along
believe
with what was that cat one? Oh yeah, there it is, right there.
the 3 pound trout. There's a picture of it right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I just hit my microphone?
Oh no, you don't have
Oh,
Skittles.
I don't have any Skittles. No, that's nice though. Three
Yeah.
trout, and you kept it. You said
Yep. Ate it last night and I had some for breakfast.
such a man.
I know. Cooked it in the air fryer too.
Oh, see, I used to have an air fryer, and it was one of those cool ones that was also a food dehydrator, which
Oh.
I loved. Got it for Christmas. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Mainly because I can make jerky. I could put jerky on before I go to church. Come back home from church, jerky. It does the jerky in like hours, rather
Wow.
than like I think some of them take like 12 hours. This one does it like in 2.
Huh.
And my bride, the love of my life, decided I'm gonna cook a like a not like a TV dinner, but one of those little meals with a little plastic wrap on it.
Yeah.
Well, air fryers circulate air. a little plastic piece kind of was like melted off of that little plastic bowl that
Got
it got in, and
sucked into
we sucked it right into it. And actually, it shut down and no more air fryer for me.
it.
But I loved it though. I mean, we cooked a lot of stuff in that thing, and I cooked it fairly quick
Yeah.
and no oil. That which is a lie because you need to use a little bit.
Oh, I used oil on the fish.
Like
It
I
was
said,
good.
you're a
Super
man.
simple. Yeah, super simple. Salt, pepper, garlic, and paprika. And that was it. Little olive oil.
See, I'm not a big fish guy. I'm like a breaded fish and chips type guy. Like if I go to BJ's, which is I can't eat it like a how you do it like a salmon or whatever where it's like grilled. I guess I can't do that. I don't know why. I'm weird, but I love
Yeah.
sushi, so I don't know what my problem is.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
You
you
like
know,
expensive fish.
cod,
Yeah.
Alaskan cod,
Yeah.
like koi. I love koi. Um, so yeah, so like we said at the beginning, we're just gonna chit chat, dude. We've got a few things I want to bring up, but our main topic today, it's a hot topic right now, dude. And I hope we could turn a whole show into it. And it's the fact that Prince Harry and what's her face are leaving the royal family.
And show's over.
Yep, we're not talking about that
No,
because nobody cares.
no.
I just can't believe how much a big deal people are making about it. I'm like, dude, let's talk about other things. I don't even care about impeachment. Let's talk about something else, like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Is
Oh, before
that the
that,
Monday Night Football song?
do you remember the name of the Natalie Corona beer?
Oh, Thin Line posted something about it today, saying that they ran out.
Yeah. I think
Um,
it's like Forever a Fighter or something.
yeah, that sounds about right. Forever a Fighter.
Okay. Well, let's get that out of the way real quick first. I tried it, and I'd I'd give that one. This is hard for me because I don't like giving fives. How about we'll call it a 4.99 because there's always room for improvement, but it's for Natalie Corona.
I can't
So,
put it on tap though.
okay, so give it a 5. We'll give it a 5.
Oh, I need
Yeah.
a buzzer right now, and unfortunately, I can't use my soundboard to do a little ding because it doesn't pick up. And that's what I'm doing my Skype call on.
Yeah.
So
Because I mean,
on a
we
Forever.
we take into account the artwork and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take into account the cause that it's for.
Yeah, I can't believe that's been a year, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's because I remember I was down in. We may have even talked about this, dude. I remember I was down in Davis when that happened. Like I think I had just left there, and I remember hearing like just seeing cops fly by. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, something happened. And then I mean, nothing really happens in Davis.
No.
And just a bunch of like
You're
protests and stuff.
somebody must have got hit on a bicycle again.
Yeah, and well, I mean, some of those college kids are pretty stupid, so
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if they actually ran into the car.
Yeah.
But I just then when I found out, I think when I got home, I got on Facebook and I saw something. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. I hope she's okay. And I've always check my phone in the morning before I go to work the next day. That I found out, I'm like, oh my gosh, and I had to go back down to Davis the next day. Like it was just brutal, dude. But I can't believe it's been a year. It's crazy.
Yeah.
We're approaching the year on Tara Sullivan as well.
Yep.
So, so you got
but
is that it right there?
No, this is a different one.
Okay.
I got that one the last time, and when was it? I think it might have been the last episode you and I did, the breakout one.
Okay.
I had it then, and then I also got this. They did a 3-way IPA where they did 3 different IPAs, but use the same ingredients for all 3, but they taste different.
Okay.
So I got the middle one.
Wait, how does that work? How does that work?
It's
with
just
3 ingredients, but they taste different.
I don't know. They had a little card when I was there that had each one of the beers on it, and then like kind of how they didn't give away their secret of how they did it, but they kind of gave you an idea. But I forget what it said. You'll have to go in and ask Corey or Scott, and they'll let you know. But I got the middle one. There was Loaded, which is the I guess I think it had lower alcohol in it. And then this one is blitzed, and then there was one called tanked. But the blitzed one, I'd give that one a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a good IPA.
There you go. You know
Yeah.
what's funny is I was listening to a podcast today and they're testing some beers and it really threw me through a loop. They said American IPA or American IPA. So what is an American IPA?
In pale ale?
Right, but so is an Indian Pale Ale like what's the difference between an American IPA and an IPA?
I don't
Like
know.
like did one go from America to India back to America and then we've been misled the entire time and that IPA is strictly from India that's from here
I
or
have no
sent here?
idea.
I don't know. I'm not
That's
knowledgeable on these things.
confusing.
I don't know. You guys and your beers, I just drink sodas, dude,
Yeah.
which I don't have a soda today.
I have what is it? An 8-pack of soda in here for you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that doesn't help me out right now.
I
I have,
told you about what it is too, because I actually like it a lot.
I think you did.
Yeah. You'll find out if you ever come back up here.
Oh, I will. I have water. I drink water, core water actually. They're cheap. Oh, and I had a couple of yerba mates today. My
Yeah.
dreadlocks.
Yeah, dreadlocks, yuck.
Oh yeah, so good. I put my phone back here, trying to see my topics for the day. So unprepared. We spent like half of our time like trying to set up this stupid Skype call.
Yeah, and then our DAW took a crap on us for a second.
It's still the fine folks at home. What does DAW stand for, Wilson? Oh, you don't even know.
Digital audio workstation.
Boom. It's
Yeah.
basically a recording software. Because we have to like run. So basically, what's happening right now is there's two studios right now. There's one at my house and one at the cave. And I have my mixing board. Wilson has his. And we're not even talking on our phones. We're talking through our microphones onto our computers to get clearer sound for you fine folks.
Yeah.
Hopefully it turns out good. Except for right now, I sound like I'm in the studio because I'm hearing my own voice and I sound clear and you sound like you're on a phone call. But in the actual recording, you're going to sound clear and I'm going to sound like I'm on a phone call.
Yeah, it's not too bad though. Not as bad as last time.
Which bums me out. So one of the other things I want to talk about that we're playing catch up. So this happened a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Dude, how awesome was that whole Ricky Gervais Golden Globes thing where he just ripped apart Hollywood?
I loved it.
So did I. It was funny. It's about time.
Yeah. I loved how he said, you guys can't say anything because you're completely out of touch with everything.
Yep.
You have no idea what real people feel like.
Right. I think he was looking at De Niro when he said that. What did he say? He was introducing De Niro, Al Pacino, Martin Scorsese. Then he got over to Joe Pesci. And what did he say? Oh, I don't know. He said, basically, whatever he said, he was making fun of Joe Pesci's size. He goes, oh, no, my bad. That's Joe Pesci.
What did he say? Oh, he said something. Oh, when he made the Epstein comment.
Oh, he's like, stop it. I know he's your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, it's funny because it's so true, though. Like, he was everybody's friend, and everyone's like, oh. But what's funny is if you look at the crowd, like they panned in to some of the celebrities in the crowd, and some of them had that look on their face like, oof, like, ooh. And some of them were laughing. I'm like, the ones that are laughing are the ones that are more like us, in touch with reality. And what's funny is they're talking on a radio show I was listening to the following day, and they were saying how, oh, that means Ricky Gervais is a Republican. Well, no,
he's not.
He's a bleeding-hearted liberal, dude. Well, the thing is he knows, like, just because he's in with this group of people, that there are some limits to their thought process. Like, who was it? Like, you have this weird look on your face right now, dude. Like, are you getting robbed?
Somebody's knocking on the cave door right now.
Dude, I got your back, dude. Keep it rolling just in case we need it for evidence. Happens, dude. That would break my heart, dude, if I like see like it unfold right now, like a robbery. Um, but
Hold on. I'm gonna pause this one.
okay, I'm gonna keep it recording. He bought a Fortnite chair. If you can't see that, it says Fortnite right on it. Ooh, I hear the knock. So yeah, that whole Ricky Gervais thing, dude, that was funny. And like I said, it's just I don't need someone who's making millions of dollars to tell me how to live my life. I really don't need anybody to tell me how to live my life. Really, I don't care how much money you make, but
Yeah.
I know what makes them think that they're the know-all authority on everyone's life. It just so it's kind of cool to like see someone like put them in their place and also still like be one of them because he's not a Republican, he's liberal, but he's one of
Yeah.
those liberals that you could probably have a conversation with. So he's not one of the ones that you could that are like they'll shut you out and they're right, you're wrong type thing. And so it was a breath of fresh air to see that. And just especially the Epstein thing, dude. Like that killed me.
Yeah.
And then I think he did Weinstein as well.
And he also played into the college scandal thing, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he covered his bases pretty well in that opening thing. And he already said that he's not coming back. So
Yeah.
that was essentially his today's my last day and I'm walking out with middle fingers in the air type thing. That's basically what that was.
Yeah.
Which I'm all for it. It's all
Yeah.
good. Uh so we're just gonna go through these real quick. Houston Astros, dude. Um what's your view on that? I mean,
So
I know your view on it, but go ahead.
everyone does it.
Everyone,
Everyone does it. They got caught.
even our Giants, they all
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I mean, we had Toy Stallion on, and he told us about the trash can banging thing.
Yep.
Like when this first started, he said, "Yeah, you can sit there and you'll hear them bang on the trash can, and that means that they're figuring out what the catcher's calling, and they're trying to tell the batter."
Right.
So
Now here's my thing on it. So I think no, Alex Cora, right? Manager.
yeah,
Uh, are him and Joey Cora related? I think they are.
I have no idea.
Um, so Alex Cora, he got fined for this. Well, I think then he got fired, but I think they got fined $5 million,
Yeah,
which is the maximum fine you could get in baseball. Okay. Or you could, you'll. How I was listening to a show and they said he got fined $5 million, but you could go out and pay $5 million and they won a championship
yeah,
for that, or you could go spend $25 million and get a pitcher to hopefully win a championship.
yeah,
I'll take the fine.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think most people would.
yeah, it's dumb. I'm like, so like that fine could be a lot higher, or maybe completely banned from baseball. And they want to talk about Pete Rose. I'm like, this is fully on cheating. I'm not saying, because a lot of Dodgers fans came out and they said, oh, we should have the World Series turned over. You guys do it too.
Oh, yeah. And who's to say if they didn't do the sign stealing, they wouldn't have still won?
Right. Then they were saying, I think this has been debunked already. Maybe the Toy Stallion could confirm it. I tried following up on it, but I think they said that some of the Astros had little finger clickers or some sort of sensor on them that they could tell what the pitch was going to be as well because they zoomed in on a couple players. But I think that was debunked. Might have been stopped.
They've said that some players were wearing devices like wires that
Uh-huh.
would vibrate or something like that to let them know, like it would vibrate a certain amount of times if it was a fastball or you
Okay.
know. And they tried to say, like, there was a video of Altuve, I think, coming in after he hit a home run, and the big thing is like a walk-off home run, like rip the jersey off, and he's sitting there like holding on to his jersey, and they're trying to say that's because he had a wire underneath. But
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not for cheating at all, but like, I mean, that goes to like when you're on second base. If you're a runner on second base, you could clearly see the signs.
Yeah,
So,
that's why they change up their signs when they have somebody on second.
right, and so it's all part of the game. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That's not cheating. That's playing to the game. But when you're
Hmm.
bringing in digital, zooming in cameras, like you're positioning cameras, like what the toy sign was saying, and certain areas to zoom in to see stuff. That's when it gets a little. I'm like, come on, like that's a little, crazy. And football does it too.
I mean, if you're gonna call it like that, I mean, like the outfielders that have the little cards in their pocket that say how people hit, and they pull that card out when somebody comes up to bat, and they look at it and they're like, okay, I need to move over to my left or move over to my right. Like that'd be that's kind of like cheating. I mean,
What's funny is, I mean, I remember playing softball with you and the toy stallion. We'd usually figure out after the first, round of, hitters, the first, one round to the lineup, who's a good hitter and who's really a weak hitter. And so I'll be sitting there in the outfield, and then Toy Stallion would say so. I'm like, "Hey, Tommy, bring it in, bring it in." I'm like, "All right, cool," because you're playing, you're strategery. You're strategizing everything. The cards, I don't see a big deal about that as much. I mean, because that's just, I mean, this is real. All that is like real time stats right there.
yeah,
But the coaches could have that same card and just yell it. The third base coach, or not third base coach, but like, one of the coaches on the side, you could just be like, hey, bring it in, whatever. I mean, they
yeah.
communicate to each other out there anyway. But it's just when we get into electronics and stuff, it's kind of like, it's like spying and stuff. It's like it
Well,
takes the fun out of the game.
how about I forget who it was. One of the guys that got fired though, I think he said when he was playing, when he got to a certain field, that field had lights up in like the scoreboard area that would turn on because they were stealing signs, and it would the lights would tell you what pitch was coming. He said
Oh,
it was built into the stadium, and then they ended up moving stadiums, and he said he never knew if there was um another, like if it was built into the new stadium or not. But he said the pitcher for the next day would be the one that's up there watching on video and switching the lights. Like he admitted to it.
wow. Did they do like a statistic? I think they did do a statistic where if you see the Astros at home and then away, like their performance is significantly different, because I think it might have been their park that you're talking about, where it was set up a certain way because, and they play well because they're at their own home park and they have that situation set up for them. But when it
Yeah.
comes to being in an away field, they don't have it, so they're not going to play as good. They'll still play. I mean, Altuve is a good ball player. Doesn't take anything away from him,
Yeah.
but it does give him somewhat of a home field advantage when they have that built into the stadium, like you said.
Yeah.
So that's just, I don't know. And the way that I've always thought about, like, if one team does it, let all of them do it, then it's fair, right?
The same as the steroids era. Like,
Like
yeah,
like Lance
Barry
Armstrong,
Bonds used steroids. Mark McGuire used steroids.
Sammy
Like
Sosa,
everyone in
Gian,
that era used steroids.
yeah,
It's not. It gives anyone a edge if everybody's doing it.
yeah. Well, and with Lance Armstrong, he says he's kind of like the one that got caught for it. Yeah, it's not right, but when everyone's doing it, it kind of levels itself out in a way,
Yeah.
you know. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I wish it would go back to the old school. I don't like having technology in it, just like I don't like having um what's that? I hate having the automatic walk. Like you're gonna walk a batter, he just goes. You don't have to throw four pitches to him anymore.
Yeah.
Like I hate that because all it takes is the pitcher to mess up or the ball slip out of his hand, and that could change the game completely.
Yeah.
Or just someone reach across the plate and hit a
I
ball.
remember back in the day when they'd intentionally walk a couple of times, the pitcher throws it way off, and there's people on base, and it goes by the catcher, and they can move up.
Right. And it could change the face of a game easily. So, you know,
Now they're like talking a lot about doing the robot umpires calling balls and strikes.
didn't they try that in
They do it every spring training.
that's what I was gonna say, spring training, and it was off, wasn't it?
I don't know. They said they already announced that they're doing it during this spring training coming up again.
I don't like it, man.
No, there's always been that human element to the game, and that's part of it, and you're taken away from that.
Tell you what, man, Terminator, it's a true story, dude. Robots are taking over jobs, dude.
Skynet.
It's Skynet. I gotta check out my own food at a grocery store now, which sometimes isn't that bad of a thing. But
how about like what was it, Whole Foods or something like that was testing out that thing where you just go and you grab stuff?
oh, it's Amazon. No. I think you're right. I think it's Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And it knows
and it knows once you walk through it like when you leave it automatically charged you for whatever you got.
Yeah, that's not gonna go wrong at all. Let's see what else I got here.
Yeah, enough about robots and cheating.
You want to talk about Prince Harry again? Wrong. Yeah, I know you should have said yes. So one thing we'll finish with that. Something that I found out today that dude,
talking Oakland.
Oakland.
Yeah.
What are you referring to? Does it have to do with a house?
Yeah.
Yep. That really upset me.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're talking about is in Oakland, there was this group of people, I forget what they call themselves, Moms for something.
Moms for Houses. And I'm reading this from Los Angeles Times.
They went and squatted in a house in Oakland for like 2 months, and the house got auctioned off, and the people who bought it had them evicted, and even said, okay, I'll give you time to find another place, and we'll also help you find another place. I think they were going to give them some money to move out and everything when they didn't have to. Like, that was their house. They bought it, you know? These people shouldn't have been in there in the first place. And now our governor and the mayor of Oakland has fought for these people who squatted in the house, and now the house has been bought and the moms get to stay there.
And the house is $501,000. It was built in 1908, and it is 1,500 square feet. So it must be nice.
It costs more down there.
But it must be nice having a house paid for you, right? Because you did something illegal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what incentive are we giving people to actually like work for stuff they get now?
And that
California.
And that brings me to my main topic, which is our main homeless problem we have here, and these handouts we keep giving everybody. I was always taught growing up from my parents, like, hey, if you want something, you gotta save up for it. So it's not gonna like be given to you, right? Yeah. But that seems to be the way that things go out here in California, is things get just handed to you for free, or they expect it for free because we have that mentality of I'm owed something, for no reason. Like, and trust me, I don't want to sound insensitive, because there's some people out there that are homeless that are out there for no fault of their own, fell in bad times. Those are the people that I want to help, because those people have
those are the people that the programs that were started were intended for,
right?
Not the people who are homeless because they know they can get this stuff,
Right. Well, then I mean, there was a chunk there in my life where I think it was like 2 or 3 months. You remember the time, because I left a job, went to another one, and then I had a 2-month period where I had to wait with no job, because I was trying to get my old job back. And I didn't leave on bad terms. I eventually got the old job back, but it was because they were waiting for a spot to open up, because one of the guys was you know, they didn't know what was going on with him. You know, he I don't want to get into
Isn't
specifics.
the guy that got a DUI?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're waiting for that to get confirmed. But the thing is I'm like, man, I gotta feed my family. I gotta do stuff. So I had to humble myself. I went down to the office and I got put on that little um, food stamp card type thing. And man, I tell you what, like every time I had to use it at the grocery store, I would like I would get rung up. I'd like look to the left, look to the right. I'd swipe it, quietly put it in my pocket. I was embarrassed to use that thing
Yeah.
because I felt like less of a man. I'm like, oh man, like people are judging me, even though I don't judge them when I see because I don't know their story. I don't know what's going on with them. But I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I cannot wait till I get to stop using this card because that's not my money.
Yeah.
I mean, technically it is because I pay into it, but
Yeah.
at the same time, that's meant for someone like me. It's not meant to live off of. It's meant to get you by in a certain time.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, we already said that some people are out there, no fault of their own, right? But there's some people out there who legitimately love living that life, and they like living that no rules lifestyle, and they probably make more money than me by standing on a street corner. And
Yeah.
if they get like a certain amount of money an hour, they make more money than me. It's tax free. They have no rules. They're partying all the time. Now, I was listening to a podcast, which I'm going to plug, Things Police See. Um, the host, his name is Steve Gould. He's a former cop. Um, he's been a cop in a couple air places, East Coast and then California. And they're interviewing a British police officer, and he was saying like over there, what they have is it's kind of like little communes, like little communities, where they say, hey, um, we'll help you, but you're going to earn it. So if you want to live here, just like how Newsom wants to build like these little tents or whatever, but that's it. That's all he wants to do. Like, if you're going to offer it to them, make them earn to live there,
Yeah.
right? Say, hey, here's what you're going to do. You're going to report every week, every day, every week, or 5 days a week or whatever, and you guys are going to help clean up the city. This city is
Yeah.
going to be immaculate. This is your payment to living here. You're going to earn it, and you're instilling them work ethic to pick themselves back up again. At the same time, I would be more than happy to put money into that. Be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I will. These guys are truly wanting to better themselves, get themselves back up out of the street. I know plenty of people who were homeless at one point, and dude, they're doing amazing now. Some of them have become like correctional officers, because they just fell in a hard time, you know,
Yeah.
and y- it- I would love to do that, but the problem is how many of those people truly want the help? They don't want to earn the help; they want to be given the help, and that's
Yeah.
the problem. So we're kind of stuck in a position right now because there's this area. I can't remember exactly where it's at downtown. I drive by it all the time. Horrible with street names. I just look at the house. I'm like, oh, that house is I look familiar. I remember I turned there. So that's how I get downtown. But I know it's underneath the Highway 50 freeway. There's a big area where they chain link fenced it off, and there's a bunch of tents there now. And I'm like, is this like a new like tent encampment that they're putting in here? I'm like, because I'd be mad because there's houses right there. And could you imagine you bought that house, you and your wife saved up money to buy that house. Next thing you know, there's like a tent city across the street.
Yeah.
Some guy crapping on the sidewalk right there. Awesome. I'm so glad we
Needles
signed up for this.
everywhere.
Yeah, I'm so happy this happened. And even for in Oakland, those people bought that house and people broke in, stayed there. At one point that was a huge crime.
Yeah.
You breaking and entering, you know, unlawful. I forget what it's called. I'm not a cop. I don't know the names, but either way, it's there's. But when someone does that, they're almost rewarded for it, and the cities, especially down in the Bay Area, are enabling it, and then they're like, well, why is it going so wrong? We don't know what's going on. Well, we don't know why it's so bad. Well, I can tell you why.
Yeah.
And that's why our state is just going to shambles. And the thing is, it's a beautiful state, man. And when
There's like nowhere else like Sacramento, I don't like Sacramento, but there's like nowhere else in the country where you could drive hour and a half and be in the snow, an hour and a half and be at the beach, an hour and a half and like you could go to desert. Like there's every
yeah,
single climate here in California, and you can get there and make a day trip of it. There's
well,
like nowhere else that you can do that.
and we spent all this money in Sacramento alone to revamp our downtown. Like Midtown is a hopping place for like clubs, and it looks good. We got the new Golden One Center, which is cool looking, and all that. But
Oh.
then we're like, okay, well let's just allow homeless people to run around everywhere,
Yeah,
and no one's gonna want to visit here.
yeah.
I mean, I think Arnold wanted to make Sacramento a tourist destination. Dude, I don't know anybody who wants to come to California at all. We are a laughing stock.
Yeah, there's people moving out of California.
Oh yeah, and everyone goes like, if you don't like it so much, why don't you leave? I'm all, dude, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah,
I'm all, a celebrity, Miley Cyrus. Later, you have the money, you could do it.
yeah,
I can't just pick up and go.
yeah. It doesn't matter what state you're in. If you're somebody like that, you're
Yeah,
still making money.
yeah, and half of them stay here anyway.
Yeah,
But I'm like, but the thing is, it's slowly.
Mad was smart.
Yeah, I will that guy. But the thing is Newsom said it, and it scares me. What was the phrase he said? The way California goes, so does the rest of the country. And so far, some people have gone to that. I think Austin, Texas, which was a beautiful city, is starting to get overrun with homeless. And
Yeah.
you have a lot of your East Coast cities, and you have your, you know, dumb governor in Virginia who decides
Oh,
to, um, you know,
yeah, didn't he declare like martial law or something like that for the protests that were gonna go on?
yeah, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
But I was confused by that. Maybe you could shed some light on that. How he said he doesn't want any guns on Capitol grounds, right? Is that
Any
what,
any government grounds.
isn't that already a law in most states though?
Yeah. Maybe Virginia was different. I don't know.
Because I know like I can't carry a gun on the Capitol grounds in
Yeah.
Sacramento.
Even if you have a CCW, any government building, you cannot carry a weapon on there.
So what was he point was he trying to make? Just
I don't.
reinstate the law already? I mean, I didn't look into a whole lot because I've been pretty busy with that, and I kind of care more about my state than Virginia right now. I mean,
Yeah.
even paying attention a little bit, but I care more about what's immediately happening to me. But
Yeah.
but that scares me. The way California goes, so does the rest of the country, dude. That's like, listen to everybody that lives in California. Like, it's not good. It's not a good place to live right now.
Yeah.
Like, I had this lady today at one of my stores. She scared the crap out of me. Walks up to me and she asked, first of all, she doesn't speak any English. I don't even know what nationality she was. It was really hard to tell. And because she was like really, really old, she walks up to me and she's like taps me on the shoulder. I'm listening to one of the podcasts. So yeah, that freaked me out. No one touches me. I don't like people touching me. I'm like, oh gosh, like that. I'm like, hi, can I help you? And then she just started talking mumbo jumbo. I'm like, I don't gotcha. I have no idea. I'm sorry. And then she like did this whole thing like, come on, like waved her hand over like she wanted to show me something. I'm like, all right. And then she points up in one of the frozen doors, and she wants me to get her like two like Salisbury steak TV dinners or something because she's a little.
Oh, good
She's trying,
choice.
yeah. It was a cheap one. It wasn't good.
Oh, no
Um,
hunger, man.
oh no, dude. Hell, yeah. And so she just points up, and then I go, "Oh, you want two of those?" Because she held two fingers up and pointed up. Well, you want two of those? Like that, and dude, she let out the loudest like yelp. She's like, "Ah, you know Espanol?" I'm all, you didn't say anything. You pointed. I'm like, and I've been speaking
You know
English.
Spanish sign language.
And so I hand it to her, and then she walks away. She goes, "Thanks." And but the way she let out like this, I'm telling you, it's not a normal like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised. It was like You know the noise dolphins make? It was like that. But
She flippered you?
yeah, I've been flipped. And I was just like, she walked away. I was just like, and I looked at another guy who was kind of nearby, and he looks at me. I look at him. I go, dude, that scared the crap out of me, dude. I'm all, what was that? Dude, he's all. I was just about ready to bring out my phone and start filming. I'm all, yeah, dude. I have no idea what was going on. It was weird. I was in Dixon too, and nothing happens there. But you know, I don't know what her deal was. She could have been, just old, but
Yeah.
I get some strange people where I go. Like what some of my stores I go, I have people outside all the time like asking for money, and security doesn't do anything. Today, I get to my Safeway downtown and I'm sitting there and I'm in my car and I'm doing some work on my iPad before I go in, and I'm literally watching a drug deal go down right in a car. I'm watching it and the guys look right at me, I look right back at them. Dude, it's clearly going down. Security walks right by because cops aren't going to do anything. I mean, they might if they're nearby, but they're not going to come out. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Call them? I
Not
mean,
in Sacramento.
they're dealing with other things right now.
Yeah.
So, but hey, as long as we keep minimizing these crimes and making these cops' jobs like utterly pointless, they're not going to pull people over if they're going to, hey, I'm going to arrest you just to let you out in an hour. What's
Yeah.
the point? There really is no point to it, and I feel really bad because they just want to do their job. And they want the streets to be cleaned up just as much as I do because they live in the same communities that we do.
Yeah.
And so I can see how frustrating that is, and I can see why a lot of law enforcement officers are like, you know what, screw this, I'm going to go to another state where where I make a difference, because that's like, isn't that the stereotypical answer? Why do you want to become a cop? I want to help people, I want to make a difference. Well, you're
Yeah.
not in California. You might make a small little dent, but that's not even enough because that dent is going to get hit right back in by the higher ups.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Doyle
Uh,
rules.
Speaking of making a dent, um, we talked about last time you and I did a podcast together. We talked about stuff that we want to do. Um, uh, I got a little bit of good news. Um, I found somebody who is willing to help me out in any way he can, with my dreams of doing some type of, like a what would you call it? Like a, not PTSD, but just a way to get first responders and veterans out and to forget about
Just I would say
their job.
more of just like an outdoor therapy.
Yeah, yeah, just like that. So I got somebody who's willing to try and help me out. It might not happen right away, but yeah, that's my update because we
Yeah,
said we were going to do updates.
it'll happen, dude. I know. I'm
Yep.
excited to see. I'm excited to see that happen. I'm actually really excited to hear about the first outing and how it
Yeah,
goes, and then the third outing, and then the 50th outing, and then hearing it expand. Yeah, that's what I'm excited about because
yeah,
I know that's going to happen for you.
yeah.
I haven't done anything yet. I've been way too busy. I've still been just helping out the youth at church. We actually have a big conference coming up, kind of up by the cave, like we did last year.
Oh
That's
yeah.
that's going to be intense. Last year it was incredible. I think 1,500 kids came to it, and
Wow.
man, it was powerful. Seeing, I mean, not just our church, but churches from Florida, churches from
Wow.
the East Coast. Dude, it was crazy. Um, some of the kids there were from group homes. Seeing them interact, and it's incredible. And
Yeah.
then this Sunday night we have another one of those night things that your boy went to, which is going
Oh
to be,
yeah.
which makes a really long day for me. That means I'm at church from 9 in the morning till about 7, 8 o'clock at night.
That's cool. That means I know where to send him on Sunday.
I'm telling you, I'll take him anytime, dude. Last time was fun. Hey, tell him this time we have VR going.
Oh man.
Yeah, and it's real VR. It's not like what we have in the studio.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real VR. You don't put your phone in a little thing. This thing is legit.
Huh.
So it's like the Oculus something. One of the students has it and he brings it. It's really cool. So,
That's cool.
but yeah, dude, I think that's all I got for now. I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I keep writing stuff down. All I know is I think the next time we might be doing a show next Saturday. I think we got
Awesome.
to see the schedule. But if we don't, dude, maybe we'll have another Super Bowl ring, huh?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we
I
will for
all
sure.
I bought Madden 2016, uh, and I don't ever play Madden games. I always play baseball or like other games. But I'm like I'm gonna try Madden, dude. I suck at Madden. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hitting buttons. And then I'm like, I'll choose the Niners. I'm not a big football guy, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. Niners were my team, so that's a team I guess you would say I would root for. So I chose the Niners in 16. All of a sudden they're all Colin Kaepernick. I'm like, ugh,
Ah.
can I switch to someone else, please? I'm like, I'm like, I can't stand that guy. But it's kind of an intense game. It's fun. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
So, but uh, go Niners. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
And I know you're gonna be spending all day tomorrow watching the Pro Bowl.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I don't know anybody that watches it.
I don't know.
I'll watch those little pregame, the little fun things they do at the beginning of the Pro Bowl where they, I don't know what they're called, not the gauntlet, but like it shows like Russell Wilson like throwing the footballs at little targets and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think that's pretty cool to watch. That's
Yeah.
fun sometimes, but um, someone posted on there on the thing, why are there any Niners there? I'm like, you're a different kind of stupid, aren't you? Which actually brings up a good point. I was wondering, why does MLB or Major League Baseball, why do they do All-Star game in the middle of the season and risk hurting their players?
I don't know.
Not save it for the end of the year? That doesn't
I-
make any sense to me.
Maybe it builds up more publicity to keep more people watching the rest of the year.
Maybe. I don't know. I just thought about that this year. I was like, man, because Pro Bowl, that's one reason why they have them at the end of the year is because, you know, players get hurt in the middle of the year or whatever. And plus, there's only like what 12? How many games are in a season?
16, I
16.
think.
And at the end, you're not going to send any of the anybody who's in the Super Bowl because of the fact that they're in the Super Bowl. You're not going to risk them getting hurt in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
But I always wonder why they do the All Star games in the middle. I mean, I think ML or NBA does it in the middle of the season too.
Yes, they do.
So I've always wondered that. It just seems kind of weird. But then again, maybe that's one reason why the Pro Bowl no one watches it, and everyone kind of just like whatever, it sucks because
Yeah.
at the end of the year and their teams aren't in it anyway. So they're like, I'm done with football. I'm mad at my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I could think of. And I guess it's in Orlando this year. Usually it's in Hawaii.
Yeah, it used to be, and then a few years ago they started switching it up. I
Yeah,
mean, the Super Bowl's in Miami this year, so maybe they're doing it in the same city. I don't know.
that would make sense. Actually, dude, that would be cool if they did that because what that would do is that would bring a lot of revenue into that city for like a full like week and a half rather than
Yeah.
one game because you would
Yeah.
have the week before the Pro Bowl, all that stuff leading up to it. Then like I remember when I was in San Francisco when it was clean, when they had the All-Star game there. It was like 2 weeks before the All-Star game. Dude, they had that city just done up with just All-Star game stuff. I was like,
Dude, the Super Bowl though, they still do like a week-long thing there because I remember when they had it at Santa Clara at the Niners new stadium.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a big deal. When I was working for the armored car company, everything was like screwed up and roads were closed. They actually made San Francisco, like downtown San Francisco, even those stadiums in Santa Clara, they like closed down half of downtown
Huh.
for like the Super Bowl. They called it Super Bowl City or something like that.
Yeah. I'm still wondering why they're still called San Francisco when they're not in San Francisco. They're nowhere near it.
No, they're quite a ways away.
Yeah. I mean, they should be called the San Jose
Yeah,
Niner
that's
thing.
closer. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. But That's all I got today, Bubba.
Yeah, me too.
So thanks for listening, everybody. This is hopefully this is gonna turn out good. The video, it's kind of cool. What's funny is
Yeah.
like talking to you right here. Halfway through, I kept forgetting I'm talking to my computer screen.
Yeah.
I felt like I was actually like in the room with you for a while.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm turned a different way than I normally am.
Hmm.
So it feels weird to me.
Yeah, and Wilson got you guys didn't hear about this, but Wilson got a cool new chair. It's a Fortnite chair.
I just got a new chair because it's cozy and
Yeah.
cheap.
And he says, what was wrong with the other chair? He goes, yeah, it squeaks. You want it? Well, give, give the fat guy a squeaky chair. That's awesome. Way to go. Thanks. So,
I just want you to finish this bag of Skittles we have.
well, next time I come up there, I'm gonna be bringing some 3-in-1 oil or something, like a gallon of it to dunk that chair in before I sit in it.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Tell a friend, take two, rate, review, and subscribe. And um, yeah, I put out some polls, like a poll on Facebook. Uh, Answer it, please. It'd be awesome. So
Yeah, and I think we should put something out that to see if any of our listeners have ever done anything like what we've been talking about, like me with my wanting to go fishing and stuff like that. And if they have any ideas for us on how to like get it started. At least for me anyways, because I'm completely lost in how to start something like this.
yeah, that'd be nice. I know like nonprofits and stuff could definitely help out with that, but at the same time, some of the people are so busy they can't reach out or they
Yeah.
don't answer. So if you guys know anything to help out my boy here, send us an email, the
Yeah.
real WTH show at gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook at the real WTH show, Instagram, same place, and call us at 916-259-3030.
And make sure you go by and check out MSR Arms website.
Yeah. Say hi to Ryan.
Yeah.
He might actually be online. If you contact him, say, "Hey, is this Ryan? The
Yeah.
the myth, the legend?"
Yeah.
If he says no, say, "My bad. Never mind." Who dis? Wrong or new number? Who dis? So, all right, everybody. Well, I guess. Oh, did you hear Evelyn do the outro last week?
No, I didn't.
Afterwards, she's like, "What's a menjay?" Um. So, all right, everybody. Later's on the menjay.
I will talk to you then, or I'll talk to you another time.
Jobin.